So after Tampa Bay defeated the New York Rangers yesterday, they now move on to the Stanley Cup Finals where they'll face the Colorado Avalanche. And this is going to be a matchup once again of two very high-skilled teams, much like we saw in the matchup with Colorado and Edmonton in round 3, and even New York and Tampa Bay in round 3 as well of the Eastern Conference side of things. But I think this one is going to be, two very good teams going at it as well as very good players. Let's get some numbers on these teams. So Colorado's power play in the playoffs so far is second at 31.1%. Their penalty kill is 10th at 75.7%. Tampa Bay's power play is 8th at 22.6%, and their penalty kill is 6th at 82.5%. Now at forward, I would say that Colorado and Tampa are probably even. On defense, I would have to say that Colorado's better there, and in goal, I would have to say that Tampa Bay is better. Andrei Vasilevskiy is just, this guy is unbelievable in elimination games. He's unbelievable most of the time in regular games, but especially in games where his team has a chance to eliminate the opponent. He showed that again last night, only allowing one goal. The one goal that he did allow was a heck of a shot. Colorado is missing some key players. We know Sam Girard is out for the rest of the playoffs. Nazem Kadri had surgery on his thumb. He looks doubtful to play in the finals as well. The Tampa Bay side of things, Brayden Point sounds like he could come back and play for them in the finals, as it was said that it's very probable that he could come back and play, so we'll see what happens there. And if Brayden Point in Tampa gets healthy like that, and Colorado can't get healthy, can't get, Kadri back in the lineup, we know Girard's not coming back for sure. They said there's a slight chance Kadri could play, but, we don't know if that's going to happen. He had surgery, and when a guy has surgery, usually he's out long term. I would be really surprised to see Nazem Kadri come back and play in these playoffs. So what I'm saying is, if Tampa Bay is getting healthy and Colorado can't get healthy, that's a huge advantage for the Lightning, obviously. And I could see Tampa Bay exploiting Colorado in the special teams area, as Colorado's penalty kill has not been very good. So let's say the Avalanche play really well against Tampa 5-on-5, and yet their inability to kill penalties. It's been getting better as the series have gone on, but, their inability to kill penalties at times has cost them some leads, and we'll see if that happens here with Tampa. Colorado's goaltending's been just okay so far throughout the playoffs. I haven't been totally impressed with it. And Darcy Kemper's not even a sure starter for Game 1 of this series, so we'll have to see if Pavel Francouz, who had a very strong series against the Edmonton Oilers, will maybe get the start in Game 1. Now, these two teams both have a lot of skill, but yet they play very different styles. Colorado's a team that's going at you, they're going forward all the time, whereas with Tampa, I don't want to say they sit back, but, their forecheck is kind of selective, and what I mean by that is when the puck's deep in the offensive zone, yes, you will see them come in aggressively, sending in two guys. But when it's in the neutral zone and their opponent has control of the puck, you will see them back off more. When the opponent has control of the puck around, let's say, the face-off circle or something like that, Tampa Bay won't be really going in on a heavy forecheck. They'll kind of sit back and trap it up in the neutral zone, and it's worked very well for them. In Tampa, they have a tendency to kind of get outplayed at times, like I said, but they seem to save their best for when it really matters. Like once they got down 2-0 against the New York Rangers, they really came on. They were all over New York, I thought, for probably the final 4 games. I thought New York played pretty well in Game 5, but again, Tampa Bay, when it matters most, they know when to turn it on, and they know how to win tight games too. That's another thing in this series that is an advantage for the Lightning, in my opinion. Whereas Colorado, they seem to win a lot of games of the higher scoring variety. Tampa Bay, they're more than comfortable winning a 1-0, 2-1 type of game, it seems like. Now for a prediction on this series, I think the Tampa Bay Lightning will win their 3rd Stanley Cup in a row. I think they'll win this series in 6 games. And the reason I say that is because Tampa Bay seems very comfortable in tight, low-scoring games, whereas Colorado maybe doesn't seem quite as comfortable as Tampa does in those type of situations. And for Colorado, they're a high-scoring team. They'll race up and down the ice. Yeah, that's all fun to watch and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, the way Tampa plays is, probably more beneficial in a Stanley Cup final. Colorado has been involved in a few tighter, lower scoring games in these playoffs, but not like Tampa has. So I don't know. They're kind of unproven that way, and they've kind of lost some leads too in these playoffs, whereas Tampa seems to hold on to the lead a little bit better. So there's my series preview of the Stanley Cup final. Please let me know what you all think in the comment section below. Also, please like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.